One of the most surprising things in Pokémon Legends Arceus was the inclusion of Ingo, a character from Unova that had no reason to be in history. He was caught in a space-time distortion and basically ended up forgetting about all of his past life, while of course retaining all of his battle skills. Ingo became a warden, being the one responsible for Sneasler, a noble Pokémon, though nothing about the implications that what happened to him had in the present was ever discussed. Which is kinda weird considering he had a brother, so hey, I'm not so a stranger. And what about Emmet? Let's get into it. Gamefreak never really explained to us how much what happened in Pokémon Legends Arceus with the space-time distortions affected the whole Pokémon world, but it's fair to assume that it did, to a certain degree, not only Sinnoh, but at least Unova as well. This is likely the reason we've got Ingo there, as I don't believe Ingo was brought to history by Arceus like we were. And those two brothers, Ingo and Emmet, were basically always together, and if Ingo was caught in something, then Emmet most likely either witnessed it or quickly knew about it. What this means is that Emmet was either taken to someplace as well, or stayed in modern Unova and is very likely looking for his brother right now. Because of this, we kinda have to wonder if Gamefreak really will just abandon this story, or if they will ever finish it. Will Ingo just be stuck in the past forever? I kinda doubt that. Before we continue though, like, subscribe and join the channel to support me, and tell me, how did you feel about seeing Ingo in the past? Let me know down below. I am assuming that Emmet is not in another time, but stayed behind while his brother disappeared. Because of how close they were, I can't imagine Emmet stopping until he finally discovered what happened to his brother. That's just what anyone would do, especially under such weird circumstances. But we have never heard about these distortions in modern day, so it's likely that Emmet wouldn't find any clues about them, meaning that he would have to search for his brother the old-fashioned way, by asking questions. What would Ingo do? The answer is quite easy actually. Ingo would battle. That's what they did in a battle subway, so if the opportunity presented itself, then that's definitely what Ingo would be doing. And what better opportunity if not a competition where battle is really all there is to it? Amidst his searches, Emmet would travel to Kalos after hearing about this competition, and even after finding out that Ingo isn't there, well, he would stay anyway. Why, you ask? Well, Emmet has a very important wish that he wants to see fulfilled. And that's the big promise that has everyone going insane at night in Lumiose City. Any wish you have, it is yours as long as you are rank A. Before, I imagined Emma/Essentia as the rank E for the competition, but Emma just makes so much sense if Emma is already on some kind of detective-related job. Of course, Emmet would fail because we don't really care about Ingo, we are the ones that are gonna reach rank A. And so, a very sad Emmet just leaves to continue his search. But that can't be the last time we see him. That just can't. The story is not yet over. And that's what brings me to a very popular theory. You all know what I'm talking about, but it's that theory that there are 3 Legends games in this specific series, and it's all because of the 3 books on the table. One, the one that opens, is Legends Arceus, the other is Z-A, and the other one is something we don't know about yet. That has opened the doors to another theory. If Legends Arceus was in the past and Z-A seems to be in our present, then if we truly only have one more Legends game, could it happen in the future, the actual distant future? Because of this, I made a Legends Galar theory that works pretty well with the concept for reasons I explained in the video, so check it out if you haven't. But what this 3-part story would provide is a way for us to actually have an overarching story in the Legends series, or at least during this first trilogy, as I don't feel the series will end now. Legends Arceus' main story likely has nothing to do with Pokémon Legends Z-A's main story. But that doesn't mean that they can create some kind of relationship between them. Kinda like something that we start expecting to see in a Legends game. I mean, Ingo is such a random inclusion that it just makes sense that they have a plan for him. We could have seen any battle specialist from any kind of battle facility, but they specifically chose one that has a twin brother. One that would make people ask, what about the other one? Where is he? What is he doing? How is he dealing with this whole thing? if they don't really explore this on a game or multiple games, I feel like it would be a missed opportunity for that, but they need to get Emmet in Pokémon Legends Z-A for this whole thing to make sense. With Ingo's connection to Sneasler likely being a play on his Japanese name Nobody, which means both up train but also climbing, we could see Emmet, whose Japanese name Kudari means down train or to go down / descent, be the one that introduces us to the underground in Lumiose City. Unless you've all given up on that theory already, I know I haven't yet, but I'm very close to. We had Ingo's part in Pokémon Legends Arceus, now Emmet's part in Pokémon Legends Z-A, and they both come together in the last game of this series, whatever comes after. It could be bittersweet with the futuristic Galar game where they were brought to the region through the space-time bending powers of Eternamax Eternatus and end up in a post-apocalyptic place, or it could end up pretty much alright, where they are carried on to a modern Unova where we finally have a game that sheds some light on the original dragon. But for that to happen, Gamefreak needs to put Emmet in Pokémon Legends Z-A, which, I'm hoping they do, but they probably won't. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. But before I go, I want to thank my Twitch subscribers and newbies here and the Dr. Joe and my YouTube members Dash Plays and Yatsy for going that extra mile. From the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much.